What's going on? We're just going to get to this. I don't want to make people wait, so we're going to go ahead and break. Good luck, everybody. This is break 11-9. One box of hobby update, one box of jumbo. So excited to see what's in these. We've ripped a couple so far. Haven't really hit anything super significant. Some decent stuff, but nothing that's gonna move the needle by a ton. So looking for that here. Good luck, everybody. Let's see what we got. Just gonna go ahead and fly through this base. Is that an Angels card? We got an Angels card. Michael Darrell Hicks. I don't even think he's on the Angels anymore. That is out of 250. Purple out of 250. If you guys are enjoying, if you guys are like me and we're not enjoying this football game, I had to do something else, so decided to quickly pivot here and get into this break. 1990 Brewers. How about Jackson Churio? Good player. One of my off-season targets. Several different times I've owned a couple of his autos, but he's got a good market, so I've been able to move them pretty easily. Obviously a super good player, super young. All right, let's see what we got here. Tigers. Gleyber Torres. This is going to be an all-star game foil. Just an insert. Pretty cool insert, but just an insert. All right, we got another one here. One of these MVPs, 1966. Most valuable player for the National League. That's going to be Roberto Clemente. All right, we got another 90s insert. Is this going to be an auto? We got an auto here, so I'm going to hold on to this one. Keep going, Gibbs. Got Gibbs going in one of my big money leagues. Need him to do a little catch up for me. Had some bad decisions this week. All right, we got a gold here. That's going to be for the Mariners. Tyler Saucedo. Go to the back here. We got Ketel Marte. This is going to be another MVP. This is going to be Sammy Sosa. I forgot he won the MVP. And we got a true blue here. True blue foil. Make it a good rookie. Rockies rookie. Zach Veen. I like Zach Veen. It's a good one. Couple numbers. So we're already up to 3 numbered cards in this hobby box. That's a pretty good box. Excited for that Veen. He came up this season, got a short stint. Didn't look great, but he's still young. He's not even 24 years old yet. Pretty highly touted prospect, so not really worried about him at all. You know, football has not had a great run these last couple of weeks. It's been pretty rough. This could be a base pack here. It is a base pack. There's Josh Naylor, just re-signed today with the Mariners. I think that's a good sign. He obviously played really well for them down the stretch. Going to be one of those guys that if there's a Shohei. If he's on your team, you like him. If not, he's kind of annoying. Alex Verdugo. So 2 base packs in a row there. So we did get an auto this box. No mem unless we get a bonus. We had a couple of box earlier where we kind of got double of everything, or we got an extra auto and 2 extra mems. So yeah, that was double. That was out of a jumbo box. All right, we got Laureano, 2 backwards cards here. So let's do this. Atlanta Braves, Drake Baldwin on the 1990 going to Colby, and we got a Cubby. That's gonna be Kyle Tucker. Just an all-star game foil there. Put our inserts off to the side. Logan Allen. Jared Goff's having a rough night. Landon Roop Nats. Dylan Cruz on the 1990. And we got a Yankee that's going to also be an all-star foil 2 inserts there. Double check them, make sure they're not numbered. I have not seen a numbered 1990 insert yet. I know they exist. We've seen the chrome one, but all right, we got another gold. This is a pretty good box. We just need to hit a name here. Max Meyer, who we got here? It's a sideways card. That's going to be Graham Pauley for the Mariners. And then behind it, Cardinals, Jojo Romero on the rainbow. I'm not familiar with Mr. Pauley. Sure have hit a few Jojo Romeros, though. Tons of rookies in this product, though. That's the good thing. All right. YouTube is giving me a warning that I can't play the game while I'm streaming. So I'm going to go ahead and switch this to just a regular old YouTube background. Even though it's not against their, if you're talking over it, then it's not supposed to be against their like user copyright. So kind of lame. Sorry, that might cut out actually some of the video, but YouTube is not easy to know what violates their stupid rules and what doesn't. All right, we got a Mystic here. Hey, Christian Campbell on the rookie Mystic. And I know these do come numbered as well. That one is not numbered, but you can get those Mystics. They look, and I've said this before, but they were kind of cool last year. They're really cool this year. Like they really stepped up their game almost to where I could see that being like a case hit. I just wish they wouldn't have made it so common in these first couple of releases. All right, we get Cubs again. Matt Shaw. That's an all-star game. Matt Boyd. Wrong Matt. Of course, looking for Cade Horton. Who did not win Rookie of the Year, although many people thought that he was, a pretty surefire lock. I think it's kind of a pitcher bias, too. He didn't pitch that many innings. All right, we got Mariners on the 1990. That's going to be Julio. I think when I was listening to the Just Baseball podcast, they were saying that no rookie pitcher has won the Rookie of the Year with the amount of innings that Cade Horton threw. So even Skeens had thrown a few more in his first season, but of course his first season was a lot better. All right, we got Cubbies. There is Matt Shaw on the black and gold, or black gold. Fairly common insert, but cool, collectible. People like them. Kurtz one will probably be, I don't know, I'm guessing around $10, $10 to $20. I have not looked up the comps on these cards right now. Well, speaking of Kurtz, hopefully we got an Oakland A or a non-city located A, Sacramento right now. Let's see what we got here. It's going to be Carlos Duran. Of course, we cannot get a Kurtz on a parallel. And then we got Rodon. That one's going to be on the All-Star game. Carlos Duran. I'm local to the A's, so we saw a couple of games this year. We obviously get their games on TV. I do not remember Carlos Duran being a big part of that roster. And they play in a minor league park, so I'm not sure you want to own an A's pitcher or be invested in an A's pitcher. There's Birdsong and Red Sox. Garrett Crochet on the 1990 insert. All right, 2 more packs left. Well, actually, technically 3 because we got our auto pack. Oh, we have a mem here too. We have a relic, so little bonus hit here. This could be Kansas City. Bobby Witt on the All-Star Stitch. So at first I thought these were going to be pretty rare. You know, usually get those major league materials, but we've been hitting a couple of these ones. I'd say we've been hitting more of these ones than the major league materials. So maybe the All-Star Stitch is the new common relic. I would think it's pretty cool. It's not from the game, unfortunately. If you read them, they say that's from like a batting practice event, but that's kind of cool. I mean, it's actually tied to a specific game. All right, we got a Bleacher Reachers here. It's gonna be James Wood on the Bleacher Reachers, another common insert, and Blue Jays. Hey, Vladdy Jr. That is on the All-Star game insert. We'll sleeve up Mr. Wood here. All right, let's get this auto. So we'll fly through this base right here. And then this is the only card here. So it's going to be Diamondbacks. It's going to be Corbin Carroll. That's a nice hit. On card. Obviously, he's a potential MVP candidate. So that's a good auto. I mean, this is definitely easily the best auto we've pulled out of these boxes so far. So hopefully that's a sign that, you know, we're warming up here. All right, last box here. We got the jumbo box. We got a relic right off the bat. Just crush through this base. Go from the back here. We got Johnny Bench on the MVP. And Phillies, Kyle Schwarber, Schwarbombs. Let's see here. We got our backwards cards. We got Zach Agnos. And then Will Smith, that's going to be on the All-Star Game Classic. And Sagano. Those are our 2 inserts. There's another Zach, another rookie Zach on the checklist, not the rookie Zach we're looking for. But nice Schwarb on there. These mems are very thin. They're on very thin cardstock. I would say they're either 80 or 100. I kind of got thick top loaders, like a variety. So I don't know exactly what size they are, but I just look for the smallest one I got in there, and they usually fit. All right, we'll go from the back here. This could be Bryce Harper on the Night Terrors, another Philly. And we got Twins. Come on, Luke Keyshaw. Nope, Ty France to 25. Holy smokes. This is the second Ty France we've hit. That's been low numbered. And then we got Joe Boyle. So Ty France on the orange there. And then we got Schwarber on the All-Star. And then Lou Gehrig on the 1990 insert. Oh my God, if that would have been a Keyshaw. And I don't think it's posted, but or at least it's not posted on YouTube. But when we were ripping 2025 Bowman Chrome Megas, we hit the Luke Keyshaw Rose Gold 101 auto. So, and it got sent off to PSA, and it actually came back at 10. So that card was a nice card for the group. We got gold here, a 2025 gold. Nothing but base. Rookie. Cub rookie, please be Matt Shaw. Let's go. That is a nice card. That is a really nice card. Congrats to the Cubbies. We got John Smoltz on the first pitch. He's thrown a few pitches there in Atlanta. Twins, is this going to be our Keyshaw? It's going to be Brooks Lee on the MLB debut. And then we got a Rose Arena. That's just going to be rainbow foil. A Rose Arena and a Cade Horton on the inserts. But, oh, man, I love that Shaw. Great hit there. And even though they're out of 2025, the Topps Golds are so iconic that they get a lot of love. Those go back, God, at least until the early 90s. Not numbered out of the year, but I mean, that was the original parallel. It's like you got one card that had the gold labeling in Topps back in the day. Some more base there. All right, what do we got? I see Tampa and the Padres. So we'll do Padres first. It's going to be Jeremiah Estrada. And then we got Junior Caminera. That's going to be on the All-Star foil. And then Spencer Torkelson. And then we got an MVP. That's Shohei. Nice one there for the Dodgers. And a little bonus torque there. So basketball flagship jumbos, they had this like blue sand glitter. And I thought that was pretty cool. Oh, did we get a Mystic auto? I think this may be an auto. God, that would be cool, huh? I've never seen the Mystic in that spot. So it's got to be something. Let's pull from the back here. That's a black gold. That's going to be Roki. Another very collectible Roki Sasaki. Let's Let's just kind of flip it around here because these are just going to be inserts. We got Haesung Kim. That's going to be Ellie De La Cruz on the All-Star. We got Mets rookie, Blade Tidwell. And what do we have here? Upside down. Catcher's mask. Dalton Rushing on this is just a numbered Mystic. This is to 25. Oh, it's orange. You can see through there. That is so cool. That is so cool. I thought it was the auto because I've never seen it in that, but that makes sense because it's in the hit spot, and in that pack, it was just the numbers. That's 2 oranges out of this box, guys. I'll tell you what, like I was a little down on this product because the first 2 boxes we had were not great, but every box since then has been a huge improvement. So excited. All right, we still get another black gold. So we still need one more mem and our auto. We have not hit our auto yet. Let's see what we got here. This is gonna be upside down. Gosh, they're all over the place, aren't they? Another Dodger. Roki Sasaki to 250 on the purple. That's a good one. It's going to be his debut, though, but that's okay. And then we got Luarbert Arias for the Marlins. Ryan O'Hearn is going to be the all-star card for the Orioles. We got Joey Votto for the Reds. And then what do we got here? Dodger, Haesung Kim. So I haven't really been paying attention. No, that's not true. I was going to say that the Black Golds have all been rookies, but that's not true because we've hit a Bobby Witt. And we've hit, I think, one other vet. So never mind. Oh, it's a great rookie. All right, that's halfway through. And then, of course, we have our 3 silver packs as well. Move this camera down so you guys can see in front. I guess I got a little high because we were watching the game, but YouTube put a stop to that. All right. I see Tigers. I see Diamondbacks. Tim Tawa, second baseman for the Diamondbacks. We got Twins. Can this be my Keyshaw? Nope. Carson. Oh, that's our auto. Tim Tawa. That's the auto you want. Carson McCuster. We got Casey Mize on the All-Star. And Dalton Rushing. We got a Mystic here. That's going to be Luis Angel Acuna. Man, we were on such a hot streak there. Freaking Tim Tawa. This is our first real one auto, though. I think every other auto we've hit has been a 1990. So there you go. Second baseman, Tim Tawa. Not the auto we wanted, but as most everybody is aware, the checklist is full of non-desirable autographs, in addition to the ones that are extremely desirable. But they have to have those autos in order to justify, or at least in order to guarantee 1 per hobby box and then still maintain a somewhat high print run. All right, we got our second relic here. This is going to be a major league material. Lefty pitcher. How about Tarek Skubal? Game used. Nice one there. Let's see what we got. Let's turn it around. Oh, we got Bleacher Reachers. That's going to be the Mick. Tyler Soderstrom on the 1990. We got Logan Webb on the All-Star. And then we got a Guardian. That's going to be Carlos Santana. Oh, this is a gold one. Nice. I guess they have the gold in the middle there, but this one is numbered. Tarek, dropping it. Tarek Skubal, 4 of 50. 4 of 50 on the gold Major League Materials game used memorabilia. So that ain't bad. It's definitely making it a little bit easier to stomach that Tim Tawa auto. All right, 2 packs left, and then we have our 3 silver packs. We got another gold here. All right, batter, that's good. Is that a Yankee? No, it's a Rocky. Thairo Estrada. We've hit a few of his cards, haven't we? Then we got Matt Shaw on the Night Terrors. And turn this one around. We got Roki. We got Acuna Jr. on the All-Star, and then we got a giant. It's gonna be Hayden Birdsong on the speckle. Oh, we got another auto. Let's go. CJ Alexander. So I guess they thought that 2 Met autos would make up for 1 good one, but I don't know. I don't know anything about this kid, so he may be the next Bobby Witt. Let's check his age. He was born in 1996, so he is almost a 30-year-old rookie. So exactly what you don't want. Sorry, CJ. You're probably not even on the Royals anymore. That was a big problem last year. You pull a update auto and it's like dude had 3 at bats and now plays indie ball in freaking Iowa. But that is the way the game is just played, ladies and gentlemen. There's no sense getting mad at it. If every box had, a Nick Kurtz auto, they'd only have like 250 boxes and they'd probably go for like a couple grand each, But the hunt continues. The hunt continues. Maybe we'll get one in a silver pack here. All right. Got some backwards cards. We got Ted Williams for the Red Sox. Joey D. Jake DeGrom, All-Star for the Rangers. We got Aroldis Chapman on the rainbow foil, and then we got a blue. So there you go. One more numbered. That's going to be a Rocky. Is this Thairo Estrada again? No, it's Mickey Moniak, former Angel. Actually had a really good season this year for the Rockies. I know that because every Angel fan keeps tabs on the guys that we trade away or let go in free agency and watch them, blow up for their next team. So he definitely would have been one of our better players this year. And who knows how much of that was just playing in Colorado, but wish him nothing but the best, Mr. Moniak, sir. All right, we got three silver packs here to get through. Got our hobby card there. All right, we got Julio, Blake Snell, Moises Ballesteros, good rookie there for the Cubs. And Yankees, Joe DiMaggio. That looks like it should be numbered, but it's not. Has that unfortunate print line right through the middle of it. All right, we got Skeens on the front. There's a Shohei, Mackenzie Gore, and Christian Campbell, also not numbered. So those two were from the jumbo. So maybe the hobby box will treat us here. Got another Shohei. Every little bit helps. Every $5 card helps. And then Greg Maddux for the Cubs. So none of those cards were numbered. And that's unfortunate. So let's do a quick recap here. We'll go with our just plain Jane rainbow foils. We had Carlos Santana, Luarbert, Arias, Blade Tidwell, Brooks Lee's not bad, Carlos Duran, Jojo Romero, and Aroldis Chapman. We got our Sand Glitters, Birdsong, McCuster, Estrada, Joe Boyle had a great season, and Zach Agnos. We'll go with our numbered cards next. So we had Graham Pauley on the gold, Thairo Estrada on the gold, Mickey Moniak, Roki Sasaki, Dalton Rushing to 25 on the Mystic. That was nice. Matt Shaw, gold to 2025. Ty France to 25 on the orange. Tyler Saucedo, Zach Veen on the True Blue to 150, and Michael Darrell Hicks for the Angels out of 25. We had a couple of cool relics here and a few autos. So let's hit these relics real quick. So Bobby Witt, nice one there. Kyle Schwarber for the Phillies, and then the Tarek Skubal gold to 50. These other ones were not numbered. And then our autos, CJ Alexander, Tim Tawa, and Corbin Carroll, obviously a much better auto than those other two. So that's going to do it for me tonight. Appreciate you guys. We got more breaks posted on Breaker Toolbox. Please head on over there if you haven't bought into the breaks yet. Please use the code ODZs5 for $5 off your first break. It's still not working with PayPal, so try to use it with Stripe. Get yourself a pretty close to damn near free break with some of those spots being under $10. So appreciate you and hope to see you soon, and we'll get you guys on the next one. ODZ out.